Hello friends, I am Cindy Ola. I'm here at Sacred Garden Yoga. It is September 22nd, 2021, and it is the fall equinox. I just finished teaching a yoga class around the equinox, so I wanted to take a moment and come on here and talk about the energies, the potent energies that are going on right now. First of all, we had a full moon yesterday where you still might be feeling the pulling of the moon. The moon works with our internal waters. We know that the moon moves waters by the way it moves the ocean. And when it pulls the tides back of the ocean, it reveals what's at the bottom of the ocean floor. And it does the same to us. The full moon stirs our inner waters and it reveals often what's hiding inside and ready to come up and out for transmutation, especially when we're setting intentions or we're wanting to expand and bring things into our lives. The way that we can work with the moon energy is to ask ourselves the question of, where am I getting in my own way with my thoughts, with my frequencies, and with my emotions, and what can I do to align myself with who and what I'm becoming and how I want to continue to show up in this world, especially during this era that we're stepping into. And the equinox energy that's going on right now too, we know that the equinox, any of the equinoxes, the spring or the fall equinox, is when we're in balance between the light and the dark. In other words, the amount of light hours that we have is pretty equivalent to the amount of dark hours that we have. So we're literally sitting or standing at this threshold where we can choose to go, where we have the opportunity to choose which direction that we want to go. Now, with the autumn equinox, we're stepping into the darker season during the harvesting time, and when nature is going into hibernation, especially here in Georgia. We have a lot of deciduous trees, so they're about to, well, they are already in the process of shedding their leaves and letting things go. And you might be feeling that internal pull as well. Nature is asking you to do the same. So as you start to cross this threshold into this new era and into this new season and cycle of life, what are you going to be taking with you? Do you want to continue to take with you all of this dead shit, all of this stuff that's been holding you back or holding you contracted and holding you small? We're praying. You're probably praying for expansion and awakening and ascension during this time of making a difference, because the way that we're showing up right now makes a huge difference. And as you start to step into that part of yourself, you're going to have to let stuff go. You can't expect yourself to expand in who you're becoming while still holding on to old narratives and corrupt systems. And we are now really being asked to decide what we're going to do, who we're going to become, and if we're going to stay stuck in those old patterns and old habits and old narratives, or are we going to feed it into the expansion and the ascension of humanity and of this planet, especially during this golden age in time. And you might be feeling the inner stirrings anyways because of collectively what's going on out in the world, that there's a lot of movement, a lot of opportunity for change, a lot of shadowy stuff coming up, and collectively transmuting that and alchemizing that, just like the trees in nature are doing right now. When they let go of the stuff, the earth, the energy of the earth, the dirt herself takes it and turns it into fertilizer. It takes the leaves and turns it into fertilizer that feeds it into what's becoming. So in essence, she takes all your old nasty stuff and turns it into energy that's more useful for you to use into what you're birthing into this new season. And these are the questions that we need to start asking ourselves. Are we ready? And I think you are ready. And it's uncomfortable. I know that it's uncomfortable to let things go, especially when our egos are very much attached to those old identities. And sometimes we don't realize how attached we are until it's time to let it go and to make that change. But if you have strong attachments to the belief systems that you're holding, or these moral codes that you're holding, perhaps ask yourself, are these outdated? Are these going to help and enhance this new era, this age of Aquarius that we're stepping into? Especially when you're a little older. I'm 48. I'm about to be 49. And I've noticed that the children that are coming into this world, they're totally different than us. The energy that they hold and the mindset that they bring is not the same as ours. They've already come in, they've already come in more expanded, in a way already more ascended. And for us to be able to feed this new generation, we need to be willing to let go of these old programmings. Even if these systems worked in the past, they may not work anymore. And this cycle, this new cycle that we're coming into, not just with the equinox, but with this new age and the new year that's approaching, we need to really take the time to ask ourselves and see how we're contributing. It's a good day today to do ceremony, to do ritual, because you're also still in the full moon energy, to do a ceremony and ritual around what you're wanting to release and to let go. You can light some candles. You can write on paper. Use fire. I love using fire. Burning shit always feels good, and the element of fire itself is alchemy. And be ready to do the internal work and to take a hold of the opportunities that are going to come to you when you step into what you are becoming. Because what you're becoming, it's a whole new way. And this new way, it's going to ask you to do things differently, and to take a new perspective, and to influence in a different kind of a way. So we need to open ourselves up to that, and be ready to just shed those old skins once and for all. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy this beautiful day. Take in this potent energy. When you start to make these changes, know that there's going to be some people around you that are not going to like it very much. I think y'all know that already. When you shed your skins, relationships will also probably shed. And that's a normal part of the process. And that's what makes it difficult too. It's what makes it challenging to let go, because it is going to require just a new way of being. But let's contribute to the awakening, the expanding consciousness that's wanting to happen on this planet right now, on not just a global level, but on a cosmic level. What our planet is doing matters to the rest of the galaxy, and and to the other universal forces that are also playing into this time. So let's contribute for the good. Let's make a difference that's going to impact humanity and planet for this ascension that we're stepping into. Even during this shadow period that we might be experiencing, while everything that is corrupt is revealing itself. Oh, one more thing that I wanted to mention too is as we step into October, we're also going into where the season where the veil is thinning. Especially as we start to get into the end of October. That's what Halloween or Samhain is partially about. It's when the veil is the thinnest, but the veil is already thinning as we speak. So you might feel yourself more connected to these other forces that are unseen. And remember to align to the highest vibration of light. And as you're moving through your processes and through your own personal alchemy, know that you are being supported by these higher beings of light because they want you to awaken. We have an initiation course that's starting on October the 2nd, where we help you in cultivating your gifts, your intuitive gifts, and also with connecting with these other unseen forces because they want to empower you. And it's really time that we begin to empower ourselves to step out of this victimhood that we find ourselves in from time to time. And there's a lot of victimhood mentality that's going on right now. That's not going to help anything at this point. So let's process through our victimhood, step into our power, and really make a difference. Let me think, is there anything else that I want to say right now? I'm sure once I turn this video off, all sorts of things are going to come up, but I think that's the gist of it. So light a candle, create sacred space, connect with your higher self, let that come up and speak through you, burn some stuff, write some stuff out, put it in ceremony, release it to nature, release it to the powers that be, and let's do this. You can do this. You are so powerful, and you're so much stronger than you think you are. All right, lots and lots of love to you. We'll see you soon.